What if I told you that just a couple of bad decisions, maybe a little bit of bad luck, turned Cassidy from being the youngest in charge, maybe one of the rappers with the most potential coming out the East Coast, not just Philly, but out the East Coast, and really relegate him to being a hot battle rapper. The story of Cassidy is just riddled with mistakes and what could have been so much potential just continued to become issues upon issues. The reality, though, the Cassie, who we knew was a spitter, the label was a bad decision. So when the album drops, Cassie's actually in prison on a murder charge, not an attempted murder, on a murder charge. So Cassidy can't promote the project. Cassie ends up getting acquitted of the murder. He gets involuntary manslaughter, right? And an aggravated assault before he even got into the incident that left with Desmond Hawkins losing his life. He ends up in a car accident, a motorcycle accident, that many thought he was going to get brain damage. Like, he was lucky to survive. He was lucky to make it out. He comes home and says, yo, I'm going to drop bars, right? Bars is supposed to be, his coming out party post all the issues. I'm not sure what was happening internally between him and Swizz. I think in part it was him not being home because he was dealing with the charges and of course he was in prison. I think that time gave him probably too much time to think, and he wanted to be his own individual artist, and he kind of wanted to be independent. And I know because we interviewed him again. So for that project, we interviewed him. We did a whole 2-page story on him, and it really highlighted the fact that he wanted to be this independent artist. He was intentionally trying to make Bars his last project with Swizz. Like, he still wanted to work with Swizz, but no longer was Swizz going to be his main producer collaborator. Even on the last track, it's literally called All By Myself, which he produced. He did all the everything for it. He helped A&R that project too. So it was definitely like him, like, trying to come into his own.